Nigeria and all over the world. We are saying a big welcome to Flip T. It's a wonderful session, and I have with me my wonderful people here with me. This to the newspaper headlines this morning. I'm CC Chuku on this wonderful edition of Bystanders at the newsstands. Let's look at what is happening in Nigeria today. We had an information report that Buhari is set to visit the city of Lagos today. Buhari is set to visit the city of Lagos today. What are your comments on this issue? Are you expecting how do you feel that the president is visiting Lagos today? And also, let's move over to our newspaper headlines this morning. I have with me the Nigerian Tribune. The Nigerian Tribune. Above the masthead, National Assembly can enact new constitution. National Assembly can enact new constitution. That is from Afe Babalola. Makinde resuscitates Gari processing factory built by Awolowo in 1972. Makinde resuscitates Gari processing factory built by Awolowo in 1972. Protest again as Buhari represents Onoche as INEC commissioner. Protest again as Buhari represents Onoche as INEC commissioner. FG states FCT now owe 33 trillion naira. Federal government states now owe 33 trillion naira. Igongo killings, Buhari silence dangerous. That is from Bode George. Igongo killings, Buhari silence now dangerous. That is from Bode George. The main headline this morning: Obasanjo to Nigerians, Shun agitation for disintegration. Obasanjo is telling Nigerians that they should shun agitation for disintegration. I believe it will cost us less to work for our unity. I believe it will cost us less to work for our unity. There are many things wrong, but those things are correctable if we make efforts to correct them and hold us together than what it will cost us to break up and be perpetually at war, and all our money will be spent in building an army. I know what an army contains. I know what it means to keep an army that may not be productive. Let us think about it. That is from the former president. Judiciary workers, polytechnic lecturers suspend strike. Judiciary workers, polytechnic lecturers suspend strike. FEC okays 895.5 billion naira supplementary budget for procurement of military equipment. Federal Executive Council okays 895.5 billion naira supplementary budget for procurement of military equipment. Reps move to legalize state security outfits. Reps move to legalize state security outfits. Twitter has approached the government for dialogue. Lai Mohammed says Twitter has approached government. Tight security as Buhari set to visit Lagos. Tight security as Buhari set to visit Lagos today. June 12 protest. IGP Alkali asked police officials to deal with anyone that would threaten national security. For June 12 protest, IGP Alkali asked police officials to deal with anyone that would threaten national security. Twitter must be registered as a business entity before suspension is reversed. Twitter must be registered as a business entity before suspension is reversed. Buhari received first made in Nigeria phone in Nigeria of industry, trade and investment. First made in Nigerian phone. You can also check that one out. Minister of Digital Communication Issa Pantami and Lai Mohammed, who is the Minister of Information, will be meeting with Twitter representatives over the suspension with Nnamdi Kanu. Shegumi tells federal government to discuss Biafra with Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, that's it for that. Let's move over to our wonderful reviewers this morning. Have with me Mr. Chigozie. Good morning, sir.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Christian. I'm privileged to be here today. Good morning, esteemed viewers
It's wonderful
across the
having
globe.
you.
Thank you.
We appreciate your kind gesture. We appreciate your resilience. We appreciate your competence.
Thank you very much,
let's move over to
Mr.
the main
Christian.
headline. Obasanjo to Nigerians, Shun agitation for disintegration.
Yes, Obasanjo has shown clearly that he is anti-Igbo and a core Igbo enemy. And unfortunately, is not backing down anytime soon. You can recall during his administration as the elected the president of Nigeria, most of Igbo's property and business were confiscated, and almost such like Igbo cement and other uh, Igbo merchants. We are frustrated to the point that they have to revoke their licenses and all that under his watch during his tenure. So he has not changed his antics. We understood him, and that's why sometimes when it appears he's trying to show some concern about the Igbos or the Biafrans, you don't take him serious. Why? Because he's just paying lip service to be an arch enemy to forgetting his contribution to the Biafran Civil War. We understood the role he played in the purported genocide against the Igbo race. So these are histories we can't just forget. And during his time, he abolished history in the school curriculum just to hide the truth, to cover the truth. But the truth cannot be covered. It probably could be delayed, but the truth remains the truth. It will always keep on resurfacing. We understood his antecedents, and whatever he's saying now, I knew that that is what he's about to say.
You knew that
Yes, when he had a meeting with Sultan of Sokoto, the Oni of Ife, and Buhari and their likes. So he has remained a call servant to the Fulani Caliphate. He has an obedient servant to the Fulani Caliphate. He pays allegiance to Fulani Caliphates and not even to the south. Look at during his tenure, even the altar that leads to his hometown was not tied. There was no any reflection that suggests that there have been a product of presidency from Ogun State, where he hails from. So even his people have rejected him even while alive. So why should we take him so serious?
Okay, Gumi is telling the federal government that they should dialogue with IPOB. Do you also support Gumi on that aspect?
Well, whatever, everybody has right to his or opinion, as Gumi likewise, and but then whatever they are saying, of course, is immaterial as far as we are concerned. The past has been our experience, and the present is concerned. But in the future lies our greater interest. And we are not deterred. We are not, of course, distracted in that noble cause. Having seen it, considering the factors and the other indices that suggest clearly that Nigeria has failed. And what do you do to a failed state? You commit it to the mother earth. And that is what we are looking up. Whatever noise they are making of the gullible ones, that Nigeria could still be revived, resuscitated. Implication of that, and you cannot survive it. Okay. Nigeria is just, of course, in a life support.
In case we have Biafra, some people are saying that the South is not part of Biafra. What is your take on that?
Jesus said that the kingdom of God is here with you. Biafra is already here. Because Biafran will, of course, you cannot convince him, because the ideology of Biafra is striving, divided, and of course we are formidable.
Any round of
Yes, of course. I have told you that you don't listen to the so to have fixed ever we have Nigerian state, and yet failed Nigerian state. So even at his post should give way. They have their contributions are irrelevant because they have failed. He is one of the problem of the Nigerian state, and he should be held responsible in an ideal society. Such people of his like should have been cooling themselves in a very not even Kuje prison in a underground prison that is befitting them. They looted the country to stupor. They have destroyed the fabrics of existence as a people only on the basis of psychophancy. So one thing he can do now to stop us, we are just a rolling stone. You stay unaware, we grant you. It's unfortunate that, of course, we understood and we want the world to understand what is happening within the southeastern region. The genocide has, I mean, they are killing our people on daily basis, and the government, of course, they are playing conspiracy of silence. And unfortunately for the so-called senators and the House of Representatives from the southeastern region, their silence is becoming more dangerous, and they are not saying anything about what is happening to the people. Young men, energetic, vibrant young men, are now being slaughtered on the altar of psychophancy. The world is watching, and let me tell you, anytime soon, if I have an opportunity, if this continue, I will rather risk my life for my people.
Okay.
And you have not seen an end to what is to come.
Thank you very much.
All hail Biafra. Is a
Advice. It was given to those people that break up. This is what they're facing. That we can solve our differences. We know our challenges. That they can be able to do what? We can be able to solve it. That when we divide, he made mention of Czechoslovakia, he made mention of some country, which I can't really, he made mention of Sudan too. Up till now, they have not gotten that bearing. He's just giving an advice. You understand? You understand? He's just giving an advice and telling them that will not solve the problem on ground. It was just an advice that an elder statesman is giving to the people that invite him. You understand? So that was what he did. You understand? That was what he did. He was just giving advice. You understand? He was just giving advice based on that.
But his advice is still standing. It's a part of his opinion. What he thinks, what he believes. He believes that agitators should shun integration.
That is what I am still saying. You understand? If they said they want to go, you understand? If they want to go, you understand? He's just advising. He's giving Nigerian advice that we should shun it. That the implication. Have we considered the implication? You understand? Have we considered the implication? He made mention of Sudan. If you go through the paper very well, he's not only reading the headline. He's not only reading at the headline. Let's read the body. You understand? It's just giving us an advice. You understand? The issue on ground is that this problem we have in Nigeria, can it be solved? If it cannot be solved, okay, do we need to break? If they say no, if they say yes, the whole people will come together in a round table. It is time. This is what is affecting us. This is the way to go. We cannot solve the problem. Okay, it is better each part goes to various parts.
Okay, aside his opinion, what is your opinion?
Well, as it stands, the problem of Nigeria is a man-made issue. You understand? It's a man-made issues that if this thing can be addressed, you understand, the agitation and the rest will die down. We die down a natural death. You understand? Some group have been marginalized for a very long time. The Southeast,
the next, if Nigeria will still be in existence in 2023 or before 2023, the next people that are supposed to produce president should come from the southeast. You understand? Should come from the southeast. Because among all the south, it is only the southeast that has not produced a president. South has produced president. Other parts are produced president. The southwest have produced president. It's only southeast. And they have not been given key position. This thing, that is why I'm saying that this thing are man-made issue that we can solve within ourselves. Even if Nigeria divide today, you understand? This same issue will still happen. Whatever places they go, it can be Oduduwa, it can be Biafra.
Okay, I want to ask a question. If Nigeria divides, looking at Biafra, South, is it part, in your opinion, does South look like a region that is part of Biafra?
No, I saw their map. It comprises about 29 provinces. The only place I saw is Delta. Delta is part of them. Edo is Oduduwa. Bayelsa and the rest are part of the Biafra. There are about 29 provinces.
And some states are saying they are not going to join anything with Biafra. They are not part of Biafra, like Akwa Ibom, like the same Delta states, Calabar. They are saying they are not part of Biafra.
According to, I'm just talking based on the map.
Okay.
They have 29 or 28 provinces. Delta is part of it.
Okay.
Akwa Ibom is part of it. They're about 29. So I cannot really get the full or the 29 names. They are part of it.
Okay.
So for them to say this, they are not going to be part of this. They're not going to. When the time comes, you understand, they will also come into a roundtable discussion. If Biafra will come, you understand? What's my call? If Biafra will come, you understand? They will come together and negotiate. They may say they don't want to go with the Biafran.
Okay, one more question. Buhari is set to visit Lagos today.
What is he coming to do?
Are we expecting him?
What is he coming to do?
Are we expecting
What is he coming to do? What he doesn't is insignificant. He's not coming to do anything, to commission railway that he can call anybody to do. So it's I don't see any reason. I don't see any reason coming. It's going to cause a lot of traffic in Lagos today.
Okay.
And it's going to cause a lot of panic in Lagos again today.
Okay.
So for him coming, it's irrelevant. What we need him to do is to fix the security architecture, do everything that is right, make the economy to begin to work as normal. He's coming to Lagos is irrelevant. That's my take, sir.
He's not welcome.
He's not welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Felix. I'm Mr. David. Good morning, Mr. David.
Good morning, Mr. Chukwu.
How are you?
It's a beautiful Thursday morning here. Good morning to our esteemed viewers.
The issue this morning is that Obasanjo has come to say that those agitating should drop the agitation.
To me, I believe Obasanjo doesn't have that effrontery to come.
F1 is an elder statement.
Who is an elder statesman?
Head of state.
The ex-president that when he was the president, he worked with 4 Senate presidents. He impeached them. This is a man that don't obey civil rule. This is Obasanjo after the military regime. He came on board as the first civilian president. Now, what says the precedence? If OBJ as setting for good governance, we will have all this. We will have issues now. Now, this is OBJ that could not even do anything for good 8 years. This is now in 2015. Now, OBJ tore his own card, his PDP card, party membership card. He supported Buhari in 2015. If the likes of OBJ has not unpicked Buhari, we won't have a president like Buhari. Now imagine an elder statesman that has plunked us into this mess now. How many letters has he written to Buhari? How many times has he met one-on-one with Buhari? Has Buhari listened to him? As Buhari listened to him, now he is now saying people should not agitate. Why wouldn't they agitate? Because he is also benefiting from the system. As an ex-president, he gets 23 million as pension every month.
Every month.
Every month, yes. And then every 4 years is what entitled to about like 3 cars, SUV cars. So now, because he knows the implication that tomorrow, if Nigeria should succeed now, he will not get his money again. So now he is now fighting on that. If truly he has the interest of Nigerians as that, let him support this was agitation. While he was the president, why didn't he restructure Nigeria as a then? If had he been here at the structure Nigeria then, would he have all this mess? The likes of OBJ and co has plumped us to. That is it.
Let's leave his person. The issue. Let's not attack his person. The issue is that he's advising that the agitators should shun disintegration.
Please, can you come again? He said.
Let's leave his personality now. Because it seems everybody is attacking his personality. The issue here is that agitators should shun disintegration.
Why would they shun it? Now you are being marginalized. I am being marginalized. Why would they shun integration? Everybody does not have sense of belonging in this government. It is only the Fulani. When he was president, now didn't he obey federal character? Now Yaradua. Now when he was the president, now Yaradua is also from the north. He's a Fulani man. Now this man make sure that every tribe, every ethnic group was what represented in his government. So see, I believe OBJ does not have any what it takes to just come out and say people should shun this integration. Because this is a man that was illegally removed first Senate president. Now this is a man that was even lobbying for third time. He wanted to become the president again for third time. He went on and started bribing all the senators, and now he is now saying people should shun this integration because of his own selfish interest. Because he knows that tomorrow, if Nigeria should divide his pension as ex-president, the funds will stop coming in. OBJ doesn't have any morale to come and then tell the world agitations to shun it, because in 2015 he also supported Buhari. If the likes of OBJ and co are not supported Buhari, Nigeria will not be in this array. Nigeria will not be in this mess.
Okay, let's look at Blueprint is saying a headline, I'm ready to die in the hands of kidnappers. That is El Rufai's wife. That is from the Blueprint newspaper. I'm ready to die in the hands of kidnappers. Is that something that should encourage people?
No, what she was saying was that if kidnapper, the state government should not pay a ransom. Now, how do kidnappers want to get to her? When she goes everywhere with escort, about like 20 escorts. So now tell me, how do kidnappers want to kidnap her? Because she's the wife of the governor of the Kaduna State, the first lady. So now definitely there will be what security details attached to her. So definitely kidnappers will not come to our side. It is us now, the ordinary man, that goes everywhere without no security, that risk our life. So that she knows, she's just saying it just for fun, because she knows she will not be kidnapped. She knows she will not be kidnapped.
You're saying she's playing on the minds of Nigerians?
She is now. To me, that's just mind games. It's like you now saying that now Buhari can be kidnapped. Is it possible? It's not possible. Okay. Because even if it's we warrant the chief of army staff to deploy all soldiers in Nigeria just to safeguard the life of president, he will do that. So now, my wife that is saying that even if she's kidnapped, no ransom should be paid on her behalf. She will not be kidnapped. Where do everyone see her? Where do they want to see her? Now, she has made that shops, she had maids that go to supermarket, she has maids that go to the market to buy first. Just only time you can see her is maybe when she wants to go for public outing, at a public function. And then even if she wants to go, it is responsible of our husband, the governor, to provide security for her. So, sir, what are we saying?
Buhari is coming to Lagos today. As a Lagosian, are you expecting? Are you expecting him?
Expecting him. I'm expecting him for what? Is he coming to give me money? I'm hungry. You are saying why is coming to Lagos? Coming to Lagos. Now, how does his coming add impact to my life? How does his how does his coming now change the narrative? The Nigeria will be a better place. How does his coming now reduce the pump, the what petrol price? How would his coming reduce inflation in the country? How would his coming create jobs for me now? It doesn't. His coming is just like useless. It doesn't add anything meaningful.
Commission railway.
Commission which railway? Invisible railway. Where did Shun start building the railway? Where did he? No, the project does it belong to the federal government or the state government? I'm asking you, which railway? Invisible railway. Patch railway. Why they come in is just what insignificant. It doesn't add anything meaningful to the life of every Lagosians. He should just come and do the nonsense he wants to come and do, just to go. We're not a tourist. We're not a tourist. So his coming is just useless.
Okay.
So his coming is just trash.
Mr. David, thank you, a wonderful one, Mr. David. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well done, Mr. Charles.
I still remain your humble servant, Charles Izuchukwuyode.
Okay. Obasanjo to Nigerian Shun Agitation. Yeah, IPOB Shun Agitation for disintegration.
When Obasanjo, that is our former president we are talking about. For him to say Shun Agitation from IPOB, have you ever taken a look or take a dig at telling the Fulani herdsmen that they should stop the killings of people in the east? Hasn't ever said that to anybody? Have you ever said that to the Federal Republic of Nigeria? So definitely, I don't have to insult anybody here, but for the former president to come out to say something like that, to me, he doesn't know what he's saying, because the people he's saying that they should shun agitation. What is agitation? We are talking about protests here. Peaceful protection. They are not agitating. They are not killing anybody. You should go to the north and advertise or preach to them that they should stop the killing of the Igbo people, the killing of Yoruba, the killing of so many people that are not Hausa, they are not Fulanese. But you are telling the southeast that they should stop the agitation. For what? What they are agitating for their peaceful, what I may call peaceful freedom. They want to be free. And you are telling them that they should shun agitation. Are they threatening anybody? How many people have you had an IPOB member killed? I don't think he knows what he's saying, because he should channel his reasoning to the northern people by telling them that they should stop the killing of the south people in the south, in the south, people in the southeast. So not agitation. What is he talking about? It's nonsense. Maybe I don't know what he's talking about, my brother. He's not supposed to say something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sheikh Gumi advises federal government to sit down with Nnamdi Kanu and discuss IPOB. Do you support that notion?
Why not? Yes, it's for me. If he said that they should sit down with Nnamdi Kanu and discuss IPOB, it's very good and it's very nice, to my own opinion. What are we discussing? If really this is what will give us the freedom we are talking about, fine and good. But there's nothing like you coming back to tell me that we should put in the coexistence and come back and become one Nigeria again, because there's nothing, it is not working again. It's not working. So for them to call him, for him to say something like that, is like the sense of reasoning is beginning to come to them. They are beginning to reason very well that they should come together and dialogue with him, because the best way to solve a lot of problems is through dialogue. When I have an issue with you, the best way we can solve it is with dialogue together. So definitely, they should come out and dialogue with Nnamdi Kanu, but peacefully. For what? For the freedom and emancipation of the people of Biafra, but not for us to come back as one Nigeria again, because it's not working out. Like I said, it's not working out again, my brother. It's not working out.
You're expecting Buhari very soon in Lagos this morning.
Yes, you're expecting.
You are a Lagosian.
I'm not a Lagosian, my brother.
Lagos.
I live in Lagos. I'm from Imo.
Anytime
I'm not.
a president visits any state,
As long as I'm
the
still.
presence is felt. how do you welcome the presence of your
You
president?
first of all ask yourself, what impact does the president have to impact in your life? What impact has he ever imparted to your life? For him to come or for him not to come, you can still sit in your house and you don't even know that someone like him comes into Nigeria, comes into this Lagos.
There will be hold up. There will be.
That is exactly what is going to happen. There will be hold up. You and I know that we're going to suffer, and there's heavy rain since 2 days now in Lagos. And definitely what we're going to experience is a massive hold up, traffic. So you understand what I'm saying? So to me, for him to come to this Lagos, there's no need. What is he coming to do? To commission the so-called Agege and all those places, Railway, Nigerian Railway Corporation or what? To what? Is it coming to give me a job? Is it coming to give me money? Is it coming to feed me? What you know, for those people, for those our members that are still, our viewers that are outside this country, the knows, some of them, you find out that the president of a particular country will pass, you wouldn't even know. Go to a place like America, so many states, so many countries, a president will pass, the president will be coming to a particular place, nobody will know, it won't be felt. But why is it that our own case is different? Yes, Buhari is the president of this country, but why is it that he coming to a particular state will be served as if he's a god? Meanwhile, people that are far better than me, people like the president of America, look at just few days ago or yesterday, the president of France was being slapped. They slapped him. Assuming this is what happened in Nigeria, something like that happened in Nigeria, believe me, that same person, not only him and his country, that same person and his family will be born to ashes. Because why will you slap the president? But this is a country where there's what you call freedom of speech, freedom of movement. You have right to do anything you want, as long as you are not violating the rights, the constitution of the country. But gonna do that, my brother, like you said, what is coming to Lagos, it has no impact in my life. He has nothing to do with me. He cannot change my life. He cannot. Is he going to give you a job? Is he sharing money? Or he's coming to see Fashola for them to, as in, what is with Sanwo-Olu, for them to continue from where they stop in terms of sharing money? Our national cake, of which is not supposed, my brother, for him to come to this Lagos has nothing to do with me. They don't know me. You understand what I'm saying? It's going to call a massive insecurity again. He coming into Lagos. Now, I think just earlier this morning, go to a place like Oshodi, there's a massive traffic, of which is not supposed to be like that. You and I know that we have a lot of people in this Lagos. Lagos is meant as a survival of the fittest. We have so many people here in Lagos that until you goes out, you fight and you find out that even though it's 500 naira, you make 500 naira every day. But believe me, so many people will not go to that particular spot where you are telling me that the president is coming because they can't make money. They can't feed their family today. So Buhari coming to Lagos, to me, is of no use.
Thank you very much, Mr. Charles.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful one. I have Mr. Samuel with me here. Good morning, Mr. Samuel.
Mr. Chuku, good morning. Yeah, good morning, everybody. Good morning, viewers at home. My name is Effiong Samuel.
I have this special question for you. Twitter has approached government for dialogue, like Mohammed said.
I've never taken Lai Mohammed serious.
Where is your
So,
of information?
You don't say you're. He is Nigeria's Minister of Information that Buhari appointed.
In Nigeria?
Theoretically.
You are still in Nigeria. Whether in theory or in practice, you are still in Nigeria.
Practically, that's a different ball game because you want us to be going to the lexicon of defining a citizen of a nation. If as a result of default or geographical location, I am here and giving birth to, and I'm looking for avenues to travel out so I can nationalize and claim another country. So contextually deep within me, is it as a result of the fact that I'm appreciated and I'm happy to be a Nigerian that I am claiming it, or because of accidental discharge, or what Adam Smith called maybe the forces of the unseen hands, which is the forces of the British, and some other factors that is far beyond my capacity to have influence. So in two ways, that's why I said theoretically maybe, but practically as an individual, you don't know what is in my mind. So within that context, So I wouldn't even know if we are Nigerians. That's what most people don't even know. But we claim it because of the condition that made us find ourselves. Cannot say we are not, because we are located within a geographic entity and we don't have other means of moving out in order to nationalize and run. If those in governmental position, Femi Gbajabiamila and others, have dual citizenship, so who am I to now say I'm truly a Nigerian? So technically, if I'm copying my leaders, there was an FBI report and some other international report that even says some of our leaders, president, are working for the Bretton Woods institution. The British are using some of these guys or the FBIs to perpetuate some things in their own interest. So some of their comment might want to retain us as being Nigerians, but deep down, these boys have alignment in other parts of the world. So
the dialogue between Twitter and Lai Mohammed, they are saying that they are going to register Twitter as a business name in Nigeria. What's the implication like?
You see, one thing I want to advise these people is, I said it last week that the government is amplifying its level of intellectual dwarfism in public space. I said it that people will tweet. How will you arrest them? How will you rationalize VPN as a crime? Also, the government is always good at coming out to show that they are dull. And like Mohammed and all their spokesperson don't know, and they are still in stone age. They should get a constitutional lawyer or a foreign and international relation expert to teach them some basic things.
Can you help us tell them one or two things that they need to know?
How will you tell somebody that even after saying it in public, you will still go and commit another blunder to drag the name of the country to another international shame? So there is what is called international diplomacy under international relations. So the world is a global village whereby some things that operated in 1980, 90. Most of these people fall between the age of 50, 60s. They don't use computer. So you see, they allow logic stand on their head. Now, why can't they say that maybe YouTube now or some other medium that people are using for communication should be registered in Nigeria? Because those ones have not sanctioned them on a particular decision, or some things have really not affected them. When people start changing the means of communication to maybe Facebook, Instagram, or mails, we will continue. We look for other options. Then they will not remember that they should go and meet Yahoo. That Yahoo should go. You see, in a global village, there are things you've signed as a nation that cannot be obtained. Nigeria is not the only nation in the world. So the market. Did you hear South Africa telling Twitter to come and register in their place? Benin Republic, did they tell Twitter to come and register? Ghana, did they tell Twitter or Facebook to? So you show a country that is intellectually inclined, and you show a country that is intellectual deficit is in leadership. The buck stops on leadership. Why only Nigeria of all the countries in Africa? He said, no, it's not the giant of Africa. It was a slogan that was meant to keep the Nigerian man in a retrogressive stage. Giant in population, not in actions. Currently, go and check the latest capital city in Africa is Rwanda. The fastest developing nations of Africa currently is Mauritius. Check the economy. Check South Africa. So when you say giant, in what context? So, but when it comes to born children, because of the landmass, the agglomerate, British just pack us together. Yes. When it comes to stealing and corruption, yes. When it comes to, so there are statistics, Boko Haram and terrorism. Okay, so how won't you be giants in bad things? So if you look at the context of statistics of good nation in Africa, as it stands now, it was just as a result of the oil boom. Now they spend the money anyhow. Now they give them giant. They were doing Father Christmas in South Africa. They went to Namibia, Zimbabwe. They were intervening. So as I then, in order to make them spend more, in fact, we have some leaders that say our problem is spending. When you don't have futuristic leaders, those are the kind of problems. So that was how the giant of African slogan came. Not because practically, if you situate us in terms of economy, in terms of security, in terms of hospital, in terms of school, in terms of access to free and fair education, in terms of freedom to press, healthcare, that we are giants. It's not obtainable. South Africans live a better life. South Africa has a higher percentage of budget. If you carry South African budget, divided by their population, the per capita money that will come to an average South African is higher than that of Nigeria. So in what context are we saying we are giants? Check the estimate of the budget of Egypt, South Africa, convert it to dollar, divided by the population. So you know that they are living a better life than Nigeria. So we are not giants. But in terms of big children, killing, we are giants.
Okay, Obasanjo to Nigeria, Shun agitation for disintegration.
Obasanjo shouldn't be taken seriously. He's one of those people that got an avenue to be in government. It's an accidental discharge. All the presidents that have governed Nigeria from 1960 were never prepared to be the president of this country. You can go to historical, none of them were prepared. So it's as a result of maybe one died, the other one take over, there was a coup, there was a counter coup. Oh yeah, Jonathan come and go because Yaradua is dead. Obasanjo. So even Obasanjo himself, it was an accidental discharge to the nation. Not because he was prepared or he was the most intelligent person to lead the nation. So he was an hypocrite that enjoyed from the nation. So when something is favoring him, because he has a puppet, he will write letter. When something did not favor him, he won't write letter. Now the question we should be asking, Obasanjo came into position just like Mandela. Was Obasanjo our own Mandela? No. So he had the golden chance, either through luck or God or through Satan, to have been there the second time. Just like Mandela, he should have addressed key issues and placed the nation on the path of a victorious nation, just like South Africa. He shouldn't have even said he wants to go for a third term, because leaders hand over power. That was why you have a Mandela that said, no, I'm not doing. He created a pace. He left the youth. He left the nation for a developmental stage. But what did Obasanjo do? He stole. He used military to kill OD. Bastardized the system. Was not trying to amend the constitution for a third term. So those kind of individuals, when they are talking, the morality of being fair is not there on his own part. So the truth is, what has he done to restructure the country as the person? He was part of those that was fighting against state police, because he wants to be the grand commander and control, so that they will use police and remove a governor for a practice. So these are not people that were really serious in making the country work. Now the question I'm putting it straight to whoever is a fan of Obasanjo, I've listened to so many comments, is that maybe Obasanjo, it's not about age. Intelligence is not about age. To hell with anybody's age. If you are sound, you are sound. He should go and check countries of the world that were together and decided to split. We have more of those countries doing well as a splitted nation than countries who were together that split and are not doing well. So if he wants to go and start looking about China, Taiwan, looking about Malaysia, Singapore, read about the USSR, even Canada, Wales, the British. So he should go and read more and now do an empirical analysis to count those countries. But I have done it, and I've come to the realization of the ones that split. Why didn't we carry Benin Republic together? Now, I didn't know our close neighbor, so that I want to become one big brother and big entity. We should have carried Togo. Are they not close? We should have carried Cameroon. But the point is, Igbos are more in Cote d'Ivoire doing business, and they are in Nigeria. The same thing, they can be in Lagos if you divide. See, we can try anything. It's life. Nothing is permanent. That is why it's called change. If staying together cannot work, I'm open for any. Divide it, let's try. If the division then no work again, come, this division no work. How much could do? We now come back again. What's the big deal in trying? See, people who don't have anything to survive with in the system are the ones wanting to make the system work. Marriage is not by force. It's not by force. So I'm wondering why some people are making it look as if people want to split. Is your life dependent on an Igbo man's life? That's the question I keep asking. It's not. I asked a friend of mine that it's not because I'm really supporting the unity or the division. I'm an agnostic. If you bring up a superior argument, now the question is, if somebody says, I don't feel comfortable in this, I don't think me and you can cope, can two work together except there's an agreement. I don't think with what is going on, which is factual. Not because I want a divided nation, but if you look at the statistics, it's becoming factual that people that don't even want the division are wanting to want it by force. In fact, they have been thinking along that line, that with what is on ground, I don't feel like staying together with you. We have hostels in university whereby they will say 3 people stay together. I was in an hostel after 100 level, second semester. I don't feel like staying together in this, and I started making moves to leave. Guy, I go come out because it was not comfortable. So the point is, although some people were eating from my food then, but when I left, did they die? So the point is, as at that point in time, if a group of people feels within them that, see, we don't want to stay together. Do you even need barrels of gun to, or is there more to the unity of this country that we are seeing? Is there something attached? If they don't want, like for me, if you don't want to say, oh yeah, go your way now. It's as simple as that. So the point is, except, although it's a different argument, you know, I've seen people model up argument. And when they go to the Biafra land, there's no countries in the world that don't have issues. So don't even go there yet. Let them get it here. Then they will not start the deliberation of those issues, which is normal in every country of the world. So don't now preempt what might not even happen, because they are calculative enough to have known what have happened here. They might decide to draft a constitution that will be all encompassing to bring everybody on the same page. Since we cannot now, from 1960, aside Nnamdi Azikiwe, Aguiyi barely used 6 months. So a major ethnic group in an independence of over 60 years cannot produce a president and a vice president except a ceremonial head, and you are saying they should stay in that same nation. I think madness is becoming a norm in this part of the world. So now, if those people now say, you don't, instead of you to do a constitutional amendment to integrate them, that for any time a North becomes a president, the vice comes from the South. After that tenure leaves, the next part of president switches to the South, not the part of the South that produced the vice president. So the constitution would have been so clear that the Igbo man would be rest assured that after Oshibado, if the president is coming to South, it will not go to the North. And even if it's coming to South, it will not go to Southwest, because they produce a presidency. So the constitution has not been drafted to encourage. There are constitutional inquiries and solutions to everything. But since the hypocrisy of the system does not want us to move forward, so is it not better everybody go their way? What's there in Nigeria dividing itself? What's the big deal? In Nigeria is not dividing. Does that make us the biggest, the most? Are we enjoying more than any other countries that are smaller?
Buhari is coming. He's coming to Lagos.
Buhari only want to come because of June 12th. So that's just the basic. So now the coming was that, so that they won't protest. So the point is, when you have people who are only reactionary, who don't have, like for me, I love Buhari for something. People who voted for him expecting miracle are the ones disappointed. Now, what is he coming to do? Because he wants to come and do permutation so that people won't come out to protest. The Bible says, must we continue in sin, that grace might abound? God forbid. So how? Because June 12 is close, he is running down to Lagos to now do permutational work. See, they will bring out the army, they will bring out the police, they will bring out all their security and agbero to intimidate people from protesting. But the governmental action is inciting protest by the passing by. See, these people are not conscious of what is going on. Let me even tell you the irony about the Twitter ban. Let me summarize. For any time you use a VPN, it changes your location to maybe you pick US or Canada. Anytime you use that location to tweet, the location you pick and the people in the US picking that same location, if they ask for trending news, because you pick that location to bypass Nigerian location in order to have access to Twitter, that local news of kidnapping, banditry, killing in Igongo will be what will be appearing in US. So the government unconsciously is taking their dirty linen that initially was localized, because the Twitter IP address in Nigeria is within the locality, to international community. You know, when you have people that are not, see, these people, they should employ people within the age of 30, IT, Minister of Information, between the age of 25 and 45 years old. You are more savvy to, my father cannot use a perfect Android phone smartly. So immediately you are 40 plus, 45 close to 50, there is nothing, you is nature. So now what they've been able to do is localize, internationalize local news. Like the VPN I use, I picked the US. And
It's a crime.
well, I don't understand the meaning of crime for using VPN. I'm saying it publicly. I don't. No, they should arrest Adeboye and Kumuyi, and they should charge me alongside with those ones. Malami that deactivated his Twitter handle after it has been suspended, downloaded VPN.
I used it.
Yeah, you can't. You see. Now what happened is they are not sound. You know, I've been saying this. You can't use your Twitter since NBC is technology. Nobody in Nigeria get that. There's a procedure. Has deactivated it on the Nigerian landscape. Now, Malami that deactivated his Twitter handle, downloaded VPN to now deactivate his Twitter handle. So me and Malami now, we are in the same shoe for using the VPN. The federal government has suspended Twitter from using because Malami to use Twitter. For you to deactivate Twitter, you are on Twitter. Your Twitter must be active. So Malami, Kumuyi, Adeboye, me, and some others, we are playing, we should be charged together. Then I now know that the government is. You see, when you have people that are Olodo, they be mumu, they just pack them there because of sentimental reason. They will now be contradicting themselves and indicting themselves on policies they don't know. They should employ young people. They should let people we hear, not like those old school sats because of quota system.
Thank you very much.
If I don't be hungry,
Wonderful one. Let's buy sort for Mr. Samuel a very chilled Coke. I will present it to him live this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
That's a wonderful one, Mr. Samuel. Good morning, Mr. Matthew.
Good morning, Mr. Christian.
Obasanjo to Nigerians. Shun, agitation or disintegration.
Thank you very much. Matthew is the name. You see, I don't know why people who should know better always want to ridicule themselves. What is wrong with agitation? What is wrong with secession? What makes Nigeria sacrosanct? I've said it severally that there's nothing sacrosanct about Nigeria. That notwithstanding, if there's a decision by Nigerians to live together as Nigerians in one entity called Nigeria, if there's that general acceptance by Nigerians from diverse ethnicity to live together, there's nothing wrong about it. In the same vein, there's nothing wrong about people saying we want to go our separate ways if the country is not working. Because the way it stands, the country is not working. And the people who are managing the affairs of the country, they are only doing it, talking about the unity of Nigeria because of their peculiar interests. If you look at Providence, the way God created people in this part of the planet Earth, the Hausa, the Igbo, the Yoruba, by Providence, there are some unifying factors. You talk about language, you talk about religion, you talk about culture. Look at these three factors. So that the Hausa, the Igbo, the Yoruba, they are created different people by providence, by nature, by God. So on that basis, they are entitled to be on their own separate entities. But if they decide to come together to live together, it should be something that they have decided through a consensus.
He says, I believe it will cost us less to work for unity.
It is not true. It is not true because look at the level of corruption in this country. Look at the approach of governance. Look at the loss of life. Look at the way the country is being run. It tells you that it will divide Nigeria into three major ethnic groups. It will cost less to run. Because people have been yearning that the government should cut down the cost of governance, and they are not looking at it. People are talking that if you look at what National Assembly spend in every fiscal year, you see that it far away what you see best of countries spend in their legislative arm of government. If you look at the way corruption is being fought, you see that the system do not give room for all these things to be addressed. So what we are saying is that the government of Nigeria, they have two options. If they don't want to give room for true federalism, they should allow people to go their separate ways. That's why I see it. Because look at, even we have been talking about the way the country is being run. This current administration have elevated nepotism to unimaginable heights. Nepotism is now the hallmark of this government. If you look at Southeast, in fairness to Southeast, they have been seriously marginalized under this administration. I think that best explains the level of agitation under this present administration. How can you tell me that a country that has federal character as part of its constitution will give position in security section of the country, aspect of the country, and out of 70 positions, none of them is from the southeast. Is it justified? Looking at federal character, this same country that is talking about Twitter is killing business here and there. A government that cannot create jobs is attacking areas where citizens are leveraging to earn living. So what I was saying, I think this government, they like ideas. I can understand what Lai Mohammed was saying the other day, was it yesterday, that Twitter have reached out to the Nigerian government for purpose of negotiation. And he was insisting that every social media that is operating in Nigeria must register with CAC, Corporate Affairs Commission, and that they must pay tax. You are looking at, look at the policies of government, the way they keep people's job, people's businesses. Look at since this government came on board, so many people have lost their job. Even people who operate on their own, SMEs, so many people have closed down shop. If I even use myself as an instance, I used to run the printing press. It is under this government that I closed that business. So what are they doing for people that you say we must remain as one? If you ask me, I will say let us volcanize this country. The reason is clear. Look at what happened recently at Igongo and Ibarapa local government area of Oyo State. A situation where Fulani headers, Fulani headsmen will invade the community, maim people, kill people, and federal government is silent even up to now. I read about what the Orange Kakanfo of Yoruba land said recently. I mean, Gani Adams, that he's not surprised that Garba Shehu is silent about the killing in Igongo. And this is a man who will be the first to raise issue to rise to the defense of Fulani herdsmen if there's any attack or any impending attack against the Fulani. And you say you are the presidential spokesman, and you say Nigeria should continue to remain together as one entity. If you want Nigeria to continue to remain together as one entity, there must be fairness, equity, and fair play. Not a situation where some citizens are seen as first-class citizens, some others are seen as second-class citizens. Look at virtually all strata of the society. Fulani have laid siege in every area in the south. I don't know how true. Sandebo alleged that after the killing in the Gongo, that he visited the Gongo, that his attempt to go into the forest to engage and possibly flush out the killer herdsmen was rebuffed and thwarted by many hilo van of military personnel who intercepted him. If what he's saying is anything to go by, if it is true, you now ask yourself. I don't know whether it's true, but what I'm saying is, if it is true, you now ask yourself. It implies that the government is the one instigating the Fulani, and that the one protecting the Fulani, that the one aiding the Fulani to kill Nigerians. And tell us you want to remain together as one entity, it's unacceptable. If you want us to remain together as one entity like it is, let there be fairness, let there be equity, let there be justice. We have a country where, look at the chief of the National Security Advisor, chief of Air Staff, chief of Defense Staff, chief of Army Staff, chief of Naval Staff, Director General of DSS, IG of Police. There are about 17 positions. Here in Nigeria, we have 6 geopolitical zones. Out of that 17, only South is domiciled in the southern part of the country. The remaining 14 is in the north. And here we have a country, we have a constitution that talks about federal character. And you say we are better as one. What makes us better as one? As long as we do not have justice, as long as we don't have fairness, as long as there is no equity, Nigeria should divide.
Okay, Buhari is going to Lagos today, and some people are saying that it's because of the June 12 protest. That's why he's visiting Lagos.
I don't even know whether Buhari visits Lagos or not. Though I've actually read about his visit. I don't see the essence and the importance of his visit. For me, I do not feel the impact of his governance. I don't want to associate with anything that has to do with Buhari the way it stands. Because a situation where you do not even regard, is he coming to mourn or to laugh or to dance on the grave of Nigerian youths that were killed at the Lekki toll gate? I learned the other day, he received an Android phone that was produced in Nigeria. He was being proud because they have banned Twitter, that Nigeria is already growing. I want to encourage Buhari Mr. President to extract the AstraZeneca vaccine in his vein, in his body, and replace with a Nigerian vaccine. I want to encourage Mr. President, Muhammadu Buhari, to ask American government to stop the 12 Tucano jet they want to deliver to Nigeria. Let us use a Nigerian Tucano jet. He's trying to make mockery of himself. How can you wrestle with somebody who is superior to you? There are areas where I encourage home technology. But you don't do it. You do it as if you want to spite people who have been helping you, who have been aiding you, who are your superior. Buhari coming to Lagos for me is a waste of time. It's a waste of resources. It's a waste. What is he coming to do? Look at the way Nigerians were killed at Lekki toll gate, and up to today they have not gotten justice. What is Buhari coming? Is Nigeria working? Is the economy working? I understand and understood the frustration of Babajide Sanwo-Olu, where he was speaking about Twitter ban. Because of his position, I could understand there is little he could say. But he said the government could have handled it better. He was indirectly wailing about the loss of job, the loss of fund, the loss of resources. Lagosians especially, who are on Twitter, are losing. Let me tell you this. Go and take an analysis, a survey of news on Twitter, on social media generally. It will surprise you that the northern part of the country may not get up to 30% of Nigerians on social media. Now, I think because the north, they are seeing that it is easy and always easy for them to micromanage the northern youths. I think that's what they want to see, whether they can systematically extend to the southern part of the country. Especially where you have over 40 million Nigerians on Twitter. It doesn't bother you what they are doing on Twitter. It doesn't bother you whether they are doing trading on Twitter. It doesn't bother you whether their business interest is on Twitter. I happened to meet a business associate yesterday. He was telling me that the business he was to close with two personalities in Kenya was frustrated as a result of Twitter ban. So what I was saying, you see how Nigerians are being made to suffer just because a Buhari have an issue with Twitter that he refused to resolve. For me, let us divide this country into three major sovereignties. Okay. If the government refuses to do the needful. Thank you very much.
Mr. Matthew, I have Mr. Sunday with me. Mr. Sunday, good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Mr. Voicemail. Buhari is coming to Lagos
To do wetin? Good morning, everyone, my brother. Before I talk, when I want to call and say Buhari is coming to Lagos, what do you want to do? I beg.
Your president.
I beg.
Your president.
Which president? No be my president. We don't. Me, I no get leader for Nigeria.
No, you cannot say you don't have a leader.
Okay.
You are in Nigeria.
My prayer today. I think they come. May the youth wait for them for airport. May they throw and stone. Make him go back because waiting the one call commission. So look for in years when they don't wait for office. What does Sanwo-Olu do to this Lagos state? Even if for killing of our youth at Lekki toll gate. Since the killing of the youth at Lekki toll gate, Buhari come to Lagos state. Now it's coming to mock the youth.
No, it's come to.
And the youth, wait, the youth, which the way, the youth are still laughing with him. After I give the order to soldier to go and shoot people at Lekki toll gate. What is it coming? Me. Even though I hear the news, I just see and I say those people say, when they give that kind of news, no get work. If you get work, you don't go announce and say Buhari is coming to Lagos. He's coming to do this. What is he coming to do?
A business. If Buhari is coming to Lagos, you know there will be tight security. There will be hold.
What is security?
Information is very important for people that, in case you are moving towards the area, Buhari is coming, so you can know how you move.
My brother, all that you know, Buhari na voice me already. All of them, Oshibanjo na voice me. The certain government have voice me because they don't know their right. Then Buhari they come. Make her they laugh. I make her they happy now. They John say Buhari they come to Lagos. Like say it's coming to feed me. Abi is coming to change the education system. Abi is coming to reduce the fuel price. Abi is coming to make the food stuff to reduce. Abi, what is he coming to do? Railway, are you benefiting from the railway? Tell me, are you benefiting anything from there? Okay, forget the other one. Which better news?
Obasanjo to Nigerians, Shun agitation for disintegration.
Obasanjo, you know that something I get angry with some of those our old leaders. You know why? They are the problem of this time. It is how Obasanjo campaigned for Buhari for 2015. He said Buhari will change Nigeria. Now, Buhari don't come. He's crying. They are crying, clamoring for restructure. When Obasanjo was there for 8 years, why he did not restructure Nigeria? Where he's saying that restructure is the way out. But he's there. He refused to restructure it. It's not that they are crying. Now what we majority are fighting for is what? Separation. Because we cannot keep on working together. We cannot work together with the mad people in the north. All of them in the north, I call them madmen. You understand? They don't value human life. Then you tell me that I should be jumping and clapping for all of them. The problem we have in Nigeria are those our old leader. Abu Salami among, Obasanjo is among, Babangida among, Buharia. That Buharia is among all of them. They are the problem we have in this country. With the emir, or the northern emir, call themselves Satan, waiting. They are the problem we have in this country. They see something that is not good, they could not talk. They let the life of people wasting every morning, every day, every time.
Do you think that Buhari's coming is going to discourage people from coming out June 12th?
Maybe he has come to tell soldiers again so that if they come out to protest, soldiers should go and shoot the youth. Because that is what Buhari know best. What he know best is to kill the innocent youth. Why the Iflani headsmen killing our mama, our papa and family that are still in the village. They are walking free. They will go to Aso Rock and meet with the same Buhari. They could not do anything. And you tell me that I should be laughing with some people. We don't have a country. Indeed, there was a country before. Before, but now Nigeria is not existing. The tenure of Nigeria is over. And it's over under Buhari because he has scattered the country. He has made things be as if this, I weep.
There's an argument online.
Okay.
Is Akwa Ibom part of Biafra?
Why not? If the separation will come today, all this side, Akwa Ibom, Cross River, they will still be among the Biafra. Except that they say they want to divide, they want to have it as a region. Southern region, go. Eastern region, go. Western region, you go. You understand? That is when Akwa Ibom will not be among Biafra. But if they say they want to get Biafra and Oduduwa and Nigeria, all these states shouting, it's only the governor that are shouting there. The governor that are benefiting 13% say that this state is not among this one is not among this one. They are just benefit what they are benefiting from Abuja. They will still carry 100% of what revenue they have in their state, give to Abuja, and Abuja will give them 13%. And they are laughing. They are jubilating. Their people are dying in hunger. No road. No, nothing to write to my about. If they want to do, even though they not that have the power, control power for more than 50 years now, the northern people have been dominating the seat of power. But no good thing, nothing good come from the north. 100 years, Nigeria no fit better again. What we need now, Oga, United Nations. You see, you know why I'm angry?
Why?
If something happen in another country, ECWA go send envoy to that country. But when Nigeria situation is, have you seen ECWA forming any envoy to come and see the situation of the country?
Jonathan went to visit Buhari one time.
That is when they want to send him to where? Is he Ethiopia?
So the time he came before going to Mali.
Hey, yes, that is Mali. That is why he come. He say he want to go and tell Buhari what happened. He said because he's a sitting president. Jonathan is somebody, is a man of integrity. He know what he's doing. He follow them. You understand? He use wisdom to follow them. That's why he sit down in the office as the president. He look at what Buhari have planned. Buhari have planned to discriminate the country, to kill him, to kill his follower. That's why Jonathan leave the power for them. Now the power will be given to them. But they could not use of they don't know how to manage the power. That's why I see everything crumble. Economic problem, agriculture problem. Buhari tell us that we should go back to farm. But after now, people want to go back to farm. He's sending his herdsmen to go and kill them so that hunger will kill us. You know that time. So you are laughing with such people. You are laughing with such stupid, imbecile leader that don't value their youth.
Any final statement?
Only final statement I want to say this morning. If the youth know their right, they should go and block that airport. That Buhari is coming. And they should carry stone, knife, everything.
Won't you go?
I will go. We will stone him. If me I go there, na stone, confirm stone. I go carry, I go stone now. Even France president, you don't know the kind dirty slap where they give him abi. But if that was here in Nigeria by this time, now the army go don't shoot that citizen. We slap the president where they rule them. But you know that in Nigeria you cannot man near themselves because of the mumu security. They are giving the how much army are receiving. How much are they paying them? How much is the allowance? 1,000. Feeding allowance 1,000 naira. All the army fighting 1,000. They give you gun. The police who come their own self. That's why you see that police turn themselves to picking pocket. They'll meet you on the road. They'll begin to search you to collect what you carry. They'll be picking pocket, and you tell me say this is a country. Okay. The country have gone and gone for good. Advice I have for the youth in Lagos State, that place that Buhari is coming to, they should block it and stone him there and send him back to, may he go back to Dara self. Even Abuja self no fit am. We have fit and Dara, may he go to look in Kawo. That's why people are dying. That time Buhari have mind to go to his village to go and check in Kawo, whether the Kawo are still alive. But Buhari cannot check the life of the people here. And you want to make a clap for them. If thunder, why you dey delay? You dey leave all those people. They will play say where you wan enter. If God, I want to hear good news that the aeroplane don't crash. Now good news for me. He crash, you don't want to reach Lagos again. May just finish there. Now my prayer for them be that. As he no wish me well, me do I no wish them well. If they wish us well, they go reduce NEPA money. NEPA money na pass as rent for month for Lagos for Nigeria. You don't know. My brother.
That Sunday, I have a great man, Honorable Raphael. Good morning.
Good morning, Chuku.
I saw you, you're getting set.
Yeah, I'm getting set, and
are you coming for Obasanjo?
Mind you for giving me that political title, Honorable Raphael. Well, anyway, Bible says, honor all men. Anyway, but the kind of honorable I am, I'm an honorable in the sight of God, not honorable in the house. Rep, councillor, chairmanship, whatever position, no. Nigerian politics is dead. I don't play it. I only give people Nigerian narratives, people in abroad and people within. Because I don't see the reason Obasanjo should say that secession is idiotic in Nigeria. It's because Obasanjo was part of the synergy that killed and maimed Igbo military officers from 1966 to 1970. Obasanjo was one of the people that orchestrated division, disunity in Nigeria. Obasanjo was the person who invited Buhari, that Buhari is the Messiah Nigeria needed. That time, Obasanjo came out publicly and tore his PDP membership to indicate his loyalty to Mr. Buhari. So, why must he say that secession is idiotic? He must brace up because Sunday Igboho is coming. Sunday Igboho, the agitator, the Oduwa agitator, the frontline agitator for Oduwa Republic is coming. Obasanjo should brace up to defend that statement that secession is idiotic. If secession is idiotic, it is good to use Fulani herdsmen as backup to be killing southern Nigerians. It is good to invite other Fulani from 14 countries in Africa to come and kill and maim Nigerians. Secession is idiotic, my foot. Whatever you have,
okay.
Tony, and give it to me.
Is Akwa Ibom, Delta, Calabar part of Biafra? Because there was an argument, a heated argument yesterday.
Yeah.
Is it part of Biafra? I know you have a...
good that, yes, I read so much about Biafra, and that's why the story of Biafra, doesn't, tickle me, doesn't surprise me, but I educate people on that region called Biafra. So about the region called Biafra, let me tell you, you see, any woman, any region you go in Nigeria, and you discover that the women in that region are tying two wrapper, first wrapper, second one is Biafra. I don't need to narrate them. You have Benue, you have the Idomas, you have the Gala, you have the Efik, you have the Bibio, you have the Igbo in Delta, you have the Igbo in Cross River, there are Igbo there, Ogoja, all of them, Enugu, all of them. You have them mostly in Ikwere. Ikwere, even Bonny Island, even Nembe in Bayelsa, they are all Biafra land. I'm telling you that Biafra is part of Eastern Africa. They have a very large population. Biafra covers all the states you mentioned now and beyond. Before Ojukwu could just declare the states of Biafra, Republic of Biafra in 1967, he consulted the whole elders in Niger Deltas. You understand? The Akwibom, the Akwibomite, the Calabar, the Ikwere, all of them in Nembe, everywhere he consulted them. Let alone Igbo man. I'm telling you, Igala people were consulted too because Igala, they were part of Igbo. Idoma, they are all part of us. The Igedes in Enugu State, they are part of us. Igedes, they speak Igala. Igala. Yes, Igedes. The Iga, the Edem, you know, all this area that borders Benue State. You have good number of Igbos there. So these are Biafran land. But anyway, I want to tell you, my viewers abroad, that we're not begging anybody to join us. If they could leave, allow that 5 states, go. We should go. And we do what we know how to do best. We are not begging anybody to join us, but we are trying to let you know that we want our brothers, our sisters to be with us. And they know who they are. Provided they are tying 2 rappers. 2 rappers, they are Biafrans, Biafrans.
That's a good information.
Thank you.
That's a good
2 rappers.
Okay.
Yes.
We are expecting Buhari today. Of what essence is his visit to Lagos?
To Lagos State? Wow, this is just meat. M-Y-T-H. This is just superstition. You are expecting a personified human being, someone that is personifying former Nigerian president that was late in 2017 to come to Lagos State. Well, if that could be the truth, anyway, I don't flies, birds, eagle, vulture, kite. I expect that the airspace of Lagos, nothing should fly across because they want to protect the leader of Menta across West Africa, the patronage. There is the one that is their patron, chief patron. Yeah, Menta across West Africa. The Katuriaras from Senegal to Gambia to Liberia to Sierra Leone to Ghana to Burkina Faso, former Volta, Chad, Niger Republic. Because the so-called personified president is coming. Someone that is masquerading himself as Buhari, we know, is coming to visit Lagos. But let me tell you, Lagos youths, most of you are good in medics. Most of you are good in law. Most of you are good in economics. I invite the ones that are professional doctors, specialists. Come out with your medical equipment. Do you know where I want you to conduct with your president? You have right to approach Mr. President because it is your civil right to say, thank you, sir. You are welcome, sir. Have handshake with him. The handshake I want you to have with him is, hello, sir. May we have your blood test? There has been a long time argument that you are not from Nigeria, that someone is personifying you. If it is Mr. President truly, he will allow you to conduct that test. But my question is, are you coming closer? Can you go closer to him? See, let me tell you, guilty conscience does not fear any accusation. If he is not Mr. President, he won't allow you. But if he's really Buhari, he will allow you. Because clear conscience, I've been telling you on this platform that conscience is an open wound. And that is what is killing Nigerian public office holders. They all carry open wound on their bodies, going around to and fro. And they don't want that conscience be exposed. If I'm a right man, if I'm a righteous person, I don't see anything wrong on any of my brethren calling me righteous rapper. I will take it. But if I'm a bad man, if I'm doing bad, if you call me righteous person, I know that you are molesting me, you are insulting me, you are playing pranks on me. Because what you are saying in your mind is opposite. It's an ironical statement to call a bad man good man. So if Buhari is real, Lagos youth, some of you are medical doctors, specialists, I know you guys are well read and lettered. Come up with your medical instrument. Let us check his genotype to know if this man is from that region, Sahel, if that man is from Sokoto or Zamfara. Let us conduct these tests. That is it. You have rights.
What impact does it have on Nigerians, his visit?
Yes, everybody is confused. Everybody is in confusion, confused states. Nigerians are like bewildered. This man, our president, is saying they are saying his truth. So that's why they invited IPOB during the last summit they had in Tokyo, United Nations, to make sure that they conduct a medical test on Mr. President to know if he's from this particular part of the world. If he is not, genotype, DNA, then binocular acid will just tell you that it is not. Meiosis and mitosis is a science, is a biological science. Sure, understand. Thank you.
The blood clots.
Thank you. They will tell you that this kind of blood is from the people in Sudan. That this kind of blood is from people from Sahel countries. Sure, understand. But if it's from this region, DNA tests can also tell us. So, but let me tell you, don't you know that we cannot even approach Mr. President because we are in this part of world that is not advanced? Yesterday or 2 days ago, I spotted one man when Macron was approaching them, having handshake. I mean French president. The guy wozzo him on the face. He slapped him. President Macron was assaulted by a Frenchman, just a citizen. He has his right. Anybody? Yes. He must have nothing, maybe be nothing injury against the man. So they will settle it in court. If that guy comes out unscathed, victorious, free, he goes. Nobody should jail him.
Can that happen in Nigeria?
If it happened in Nigeria, they will cut the man into pieces. You will see his body dismembered. Because these people that are putting on suits, these people that are telling us that they are welders, they are the witches and wizards we have in Nigeria. These people that resume office every day, from the office of councillor to chairmanship, from chairmanship to president, they are the witches and wizards we have in Nigeria. We keep on accusing our grandmothers, our grandpapas in the village. They are the one tormenting our finances. They are the one blocking our marriages. The witches and wizards we have in Nigeria are Nigerian public office holders.
Any writing up statement?
No wrapping it up. But if you give me more time, I can be flowing up. Why should Obasanjo say that secession is idiotic? Was Obasanjo not the first place who siphoned money, 2 billion naira in 1976 when dollar was 72 kobo? Yes, with 72 kobo, you buy $1. 2 billion naira to refuel his plane at Kampala airport. What happened? India then Uganda president searched the aircraft. He discovered 2 billion naira there. He sees it till date. Until death in Saudi Arabia. Until he died in Saudi Arabia, I think in 1984, of prostate cancer or whatever. Let me tell you, that seized that airplane. Obasanjo was the person who started corruption in Nigeria. So what he's saying about secession, we need disintegration, we need secession. Okay. Is everybody's right to say, I don't want to be part of this arrangement? The synergy that brought Buhari to power today, let me not say between, there are more than two. Saraki, Obasanjo, Chibika Amechi, Tinubu, Wole Soyinka, many of them, Femi Falana, Tunde Bakare, all of them, Mr. Englishman, you don't want to speak now. Minister for Labor Ngiga was among. So now they are talking that no more secession. No more secession. Why are Fulani herdsmen killing? And Nigerian soldiers are using, Nigerian federal government is using soldiers and police to protect Fulani herdsmen. Deadly one from Mali, from Senegal. Omo, this is an agenda that they want to fulfill. Agenda and ideology of Ottoman Danfodio, 1804. They are bringing it to limelight. They are making us know now that they want to Fulanize everywhere. They want to Islamize everywhere. The same Obasanjo was crying against Fulanization sometimes ago. What is he saying? We need to divide, we need to disintegrate so that everybody will have his space.
Wonderful from Mr. Honorable Raphael. Honorable Raphael. I have another honorable with me. Honorable Kunle.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, it's a wet day. All the
Yesterday, the first day.
Yeah, it's been a wet week. Let's say that. It's been a wet week. Yeah.
An elder statesman has spoken. Obasanjo has spoken, saying that agitators should drop their agitation.
And they are idiotic. They don't even, round it up. They don't cover any. Let's say the way he said it.
So response to that.
That man, you see, that man, I don't listen to him again because of the old age. he has, once you're getting old like that, you'll be having brain syndrome. So the Baba, I have people like him in my family, you know, and this same Baba, you remember he came out like 3 years ago, and he came out loud and clear that Buhari wants to Fulanize Nigeria. I don't know as a pressman whether you still remember the quotes he said that time. And the same Obasanjo now, and what he said is happening now. The words, the statement he made 3 years back is what we are facing now. Fulanization of Nigeria. And I don't know why that man will now make a U-turn overnight and be telling people that idiotic people are the people agitating for the right to survive, for the right to be protected, for the right to, you know, to be progressive in this country. And you see all these men that we call our leader, they are so comfortable because as they are now, all the retired presidents, the number they've been paid, I think each one of them, as I've been told, as an average, each one of them collects nothing less than 5 million monthly as their salary, take home pay. Allowances is different. Ex-president, yes, ex-president, they have a bonus, every bonus package they give to them. How would they want to reason that people are suffering? This same man that refuses to fix the roads from his farm, from his community, he says that the people, he deprived them of the infrastructural, you know, facilities in that area during his tenure when he was there. For 8 years, Obasanjo could not fix Ota roads. So I don't know why those kind of people are just, I mean, can I say, is it God's will for us to have such leader, such elder like that in this country? How many people Obasanjo helped when he was in power? How many youths? Although he brought you know, telecom, he activated it. Somebody, it was in pipeline. It was, you know, in pipeline before he activated the telecom. I could give kudos to him for that. But I think it's old age that is worrying that man now, for him to be saying it. So he wants to tell me that I'm not comfortable in Nigeria any longer, so I'm an idiot. That means it's infringing on my rights. And he's the one that still said, I think you people should be, I mean, his words, you should go and open archives and be following what Obasanjo have said earlier. He is the same person that's warning that he should take care of the youth. And we are saying the youth life matter likewise. And he's the one that said they should take care of the youth, that if very soon there's going to be an uprising, there's going to be youth uprising in this country. And what are we saying now? And the same Obasanjo that's supposed to even be advising the government that the way the government is being run, with their killer policies they are bringing out, it's not favorable to youth. It's supposed to be on youth side now, and it's still castigating us, that any of us that, you know, raise his voice, that we don't want to belong any longer to oppressive governments, and he's not calling us we are idiots. And his children are abroad enjoying, his children are fixed up. He doesn't even know that there's suffering in the land. I don't think Obasanjo can even come to market here and check out the prices of, because he has a farm, Operation Feed the Nation, Obasanjo Farm, Nigeria. We all know that now. So you don't bite the fingers that feeds you. The Nigerian people made Obasanjo
How
president.
would the agitators like Sunday Igboho take this message now?
It's the way I take it, they are going to take it. Because what concerns Igboho concerns me. What concerns Kanu concerns me. Because it's the same right. Right to live. Right to be, you know, catered for. The country has to cater for you, no matter how. Provide you job, provide you all social amenities. Healthcare. And basic amenities. Yeah. And you know what? This same under Obasanjo, we have 4 refineries that could not work to the maximum production. They were busy giving their cronies the turnaround maintenance. They call it TAM, turnaround maintenance. And they will turn the refinery around. The refinery will not work, collapse again. They will not still take our oil to. That was when we started hearing oil subsidy. So this same man that's part of the people that spoil this country, it should not be saying, speaking another tongue now. I think it was on our side before that he said the youth, government should take care of Buhari, should take care of the youth. Should take care of the youth. But now he has changed tongue. I think all these generals, they should even not near the political space again in this country. All these retired generals, they are the problem of this country. They are the one that gave us fake constitution that did not consult you and I, whether we have and whether we may have an input on it. I think, see, we youth, we need to go deep down to know where we're coming from if we don't know where we're going. So when we look back, we know where we're coming from, we'll be able to face these guys, because the way it is now, they don't even think about you and I. They don't think about us. If they think about us, the Obasanjo will have, some people like Obasanjo will have known there's enough hunger, there's enough oppression, there's enough, tyranny in this country now.
As a Lagosian, Buhari is set to visit Lagos today. I don't know if he's on his way.
Yeah.
What essence is it to you as a Lagosian?
It's still going to be booed. The IG was booed yesterday. I think it's coming to us to sniff what is going to happen on Saturday, June 12th.
I thought it's coming for the railway.
They just fix all. Oh, it seems you don't know what is going on. They just fix everything towards that time, so that he might even be in Lagos and be controlling things and be commanding his foot soldiers to start killing, to start shooting. He's the commander-in-chief of armed forces. The Lekki shooting, how did it happen? If you don't consult the president, if the chief of army staff don't consult the president, the chief of army staff cannot just take decision and order the battalions, what's it called? Bonicamp? Bonicamp battalion. No, Bonicamp, not the Dambara, Bonicamp, VI. That's where the troop came out from, to start shooting those people in Lekki, the protest at the NSAS. So it might be this reputation of NSAS, stunts that they pull on us, that they want to carry out again. Because June 12th is coming up on Saturday. And you can't say we should not, celebrate a democracy day. We believe that was the day democracy in Nigeria was murdered. June 12th was the day Nigeria lost all the integrity on democracy. So we should is a yearly celebration, and every year, this year should not be excluded.
What they are saying that they want to instill fear
in people, yeah,
not to protest.
Yeah, not to protest, but they can never gag us. With me personally, I can never be gagged. I'm saying this. I will
come out on the.
I will definitely. And if you start attacking armless people, then you'll be in for genocide. The government will be liable for genocide. Right? I was at HENSAS. I won't deny anything. I support the HENSAS because of the oppression of the.
We all supported.
I even participated, not even supported. Look, I was on the foot, moving around with all the places we cover. From Malausa here, I was throughout with them. Because I know what affects average youth in this country affects me. The policy these people bring, killer policy they are giving us, is the youth that affects most. The youth that is still struggling to even get a job that these people are supposed to provide for you. They promise you a job, they promise you security. Which one have they fulfilled? So why won't you protest? In Western world, they protest all around. Anytime there's, the hardship policy the government is bringing, you still protest. There's a right to protest. That you want the rights. You want the right to be done, not the wrong to be, to be done. So it's your right, and it's universal. You have a right to protest when the government is not aligned with your own well-being.
Okay. What is your final statement for today?
And my final statement is, we youth generally are still emphasizing on youth. Although they've turned us as hoodlum now, but never look at the jargons that is coming out from these people's mouths, because at times too much comfort always costs brains too much for them, that they won't even be thinking well. So let us hold on to our battle. We want the rights, the good standard of living for ourselves in this country, and we want to be heard. And it is time we come together and get these people out of the government, because they are just playing on our future.
Okay, thanks very much. Wonderful one from Mr. Kunle this morning. Thank you everyone for saying, coming here today and doing justice to the newspaper headlines. Remember, June 12 protest will be held at Ojota, where they held that one against Jonathan. To be held at Ojota. That's the venue. If you don't know. Okay, if I want to reiterate and repeat myself, the protest, June 12th protest will be held in Ojota. So try as much as you can to attend. And also, I hope what happened to the France president, that he was slapped, does not happen to Buhari today, because we know that Buhari is set to visit Lagos. And I hope our youths will not be so undeserving to slap our president, because Nigerian presidents don't joke with such things. And also, Mr. Samuel, my colleague, is having a program, The Pundits, today by 1 p.m. in the afternoon. I just want you to take advantage and watch that program. It's going to be a live program, and we expect that it's going to be wonderful. You just heard from him today. You see the wealth of knowledge he has. Yes, also, it can be extended till 3 o'clock. For those of you that cannot watch one, should also be extended to 3 o'clock. You can watch the program 3 o'clock. I have Alaji with me. Maybe I don't know if Alaji has anything to say today. Buhari is coming to Lagos. What essence does it have to Nigerians?
Is he not a Nigerian? Is Lagos not under him? What are you looking at?
Okay.
Why are you always looking for news where there is no news?
Nigerians are reacting to...
What are you reacting? Create something meaningful for yourselves.
Okay.
Every day you are looking for one person, he shit, Buhari mess, Buhari do this. What have you created for yourself? Because Buhari is coming to Lagos. How many people don't come to Lagos? What's wrong with you people? I don't know. When will you reason? No, when will you people reason? When will you make news? People are not growing from you. It is the agitators you people are making online is worse than those one you see on the street there, or out there. Because I have a tape here. Your people, you don't gain from other people's lessons. A white man was saying that wherever you see agitator that is raising, it is not those you think that they are ignorance. It is those that they think they are learned. They listen to things and they did not fine tune it. Are you getting me? I will just come out and just tell a story. The moment I tell story, you are not ready to go and verify. Is it right or wrong? After you must have finished killing yourself, then you come and say, oh, we are sorry. We didn't know that was how the whole thing that just went off. The other time Buhari pray, what do you call it? Idi prayer, because he sit down to pray, which is allowed Islamically. His age cannot make him to stand. He sit down. When I bring it, become a headline. Buhari sit down to pray. And you are a Christian. What do you know about it? You are saying it because he's a Muslim. You are not saying it because you are defending the religion. You are saying it because you are criticizing him. Are you not tired? You want to kill him. He did not die. You bring agitation. The people that are agitating there, are they not killing their people? The people that are agitating, who is killing who now? Igbo man, they kill Igbo man. Say because of Buhari. They raid everybody everywhere. They burn every houses. They say because they want freedom. If you want freedom, they give and finish. How you go take develop them again? What you have on ground already, you are destroying it. And you say you are agitating, you want freedom. My brother, make una begin to tell people waiting to make them become something. Until you start bringing people on your show to tell them that if you have 20,000 naira, you'll be able to do something reasonable in your life. And you show him how he's going to make the 20,000 naira to work for him. Are you getting me? You build human capacity. You build human. You don't. Every day, this lie are creating more problem to people. Let me ask, including my own very self, is because I'm going on somewhere now. I'm on business.
Okay.
I just see that you don't have enough of crowd. I just decided to come and make you get more. Yeah, that is if you will allow this one to come out.
No, it's going live. It's going live. As it is, it's going live.
Are you getting me?
It's going live.
That is if you will even allow it to come out. The people you are gathering here, how many persons have you empowered? Are you not making money from them? We are one of the first people that pioneer of Flip TV. I use my leg like this to track from my house because of NSAS. No more to know anything to go to that studio. Ordinary happy birthday. Your boss no fit do am for me. And he made money from me. The people you are gathering here, they're not making money for you. And they are risking their life. Today they go say Buhari must die. They don't know that it is their face they are seeing. If the next man is going to, it's you that is going to kill. Not the man that is making money with you. He's using you. You are not listening on what you are going to do. The best.
And we are going to stick to that advice. Okay, we are moving to the end of Bystanders at the News Star. Thank you for everyone that has spoken. They have spoken very well. And also, don't forget to watch Pundits on Flip TV today by 3 p.m. Samuel, my colleague, is going to anchor that program with Mr. Matthew. See you same place, same time, same station tomorrow morning. Thank you. Bye for now. Till tomorrow.